What's up, guys? It's pepperoni pizza pasta subs time. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Salud. I need a new spinner. It sounds horrible. Yeah. It doesn't look healthy. And that's why I teach this for a living. Thank you. Steve, actually, these spinners sound horrible from the moment you buy them. What I do for a living is I teach people how to make unhealthy looking healthy meals. If it looked healthy, I probably wouldn't have a job. What's up, Johnny? Yeah, these spinners are a piece of shit. And Steve, to be honest, I tried all different ones and ended up back with the same shitty one. It all started, thank you, Fat Blake Horton. It all started when I was doing my intro, and I'm like, imagine if I could spin my plates, right? Can I teach how to cure depression? Do I have a book? No, I just have a website. I just have a website which you can join and stay for as long as you want, right? Why did I quit posting my macros? Because I teach my macros for the Blake Diet members. That's why. So I gave you guys something for free for a while. And number one, I teach the macros in my meals to the Blake Diet members. Number two, I teach why. And number three, people can't follow this shit, right? All wheel RMZ to stop. Yo, if Fran says stop, then that means stop. Fran's a Blake Diet member, and she'll fuck you up. All right? So, number three, people get all types of confused with my macros. Because, thank you, Anthony. Fasting shouldn't be cycled, though. People get all confused when they look at my macros because they don't get the whole friggin' story. So, they see my macros for one meal and think that means something when they don't get the rest of the picture. So, what did I do before the Blake Diet? I did bro dieting. Bro dieting is one of the next worst diets before keto, but I don't know, that's debatable. Keto's pretty bad. Bro dieting sucks, meaning who is it, Fran? I don't see. Bro dieting is when you eat tiny, small meals spread out throughout of the day, out of Tupperware, right? So usually bro dieting is typically 5 to 7 meals, right? All of your questions, if I ignore them, it's because you're asking questions I don't answer to you guys. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it. Some of them I miss, and some of them are just for Blake Diet members only, with all due respect. Cool. All right. I got some adobo here. I know everybody wants to learn fasting every night for free. And I just want to enjoy myself, man. I just want to enjoy myself and have a good time. So here we go. If I get an intelligent question, like, oh yeah. Check that out. Cheers. Intelligent questions I love answering. Like, if you freaking get my brain going. All right, I got two questions. Number one, somebody asked, well, how do I respond when people say my diet only helps me lose weight? Well, right now I'm not losing weight, but helped me lose weight. And it won't help other people lose weight. Well, you can look at my website and the transformations. There's usually people in my live streams saying how much weight they lost from the Blake diet. And I post my clients' transformations. I tag them. They're real people. You can click on their profile. It's not random transformation. Well, thank you for joining, Dark Red. Make sure you sign up for the private Facebook group. So, you can't get in the Facebook group, friend? So, there's plenty of proof. And as for my health was revealed on Dr. Oz. My clients, sometimes they publicly share their health results on the Blake Diet hashtag, sometimes in the group. Put it this way, if you're really interested in doing it, you can get all the fucking proof you want. If you want a reason to not do it, to not do anything, you could easily give yourself a reason to not do anything. Don't do it. I'll give you a reason. Mateo. Drop a post, Mateo. I mean, you can watch me make the sandwiches in the stream, or drop a post and let me know what macro you're struggling hitting. Are you struggling hitting fat or protein? That's the question, really. Because carbs are no struggle. So, and to the person that said, do I put something in it that makes my clients lose weight automatically? You're welcome, Johnny. I teach my clients. What's up, Lacy Panties? I teach my clients how to fish. Meaning, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish. He eats for as long as he remembers how to fish. Unless some asshole comes along and tells him he shouldn't eat fish because there's chemicals, he can keep eating. You get it? So, but yes, I personally, hands-on, I jump in the private group. I'm in there now, but I jump in there multiple times a day. I get notifications from the private group on my phone. As soon as I'm available to answer them. Some are easier answers than others, or quicker answers than others. But I answer my clients multiple times on a daily basis. And some days it's slow, where it's like, nobody's asking any questions. Wow. And then I'm not needed. And then some days it's like, holy shit, these questions don't stop. What am I gonna do? But that's life. Well, Savage, what I was getting at, the lighting on this. Oh yeah. Thank you, Lacey. What I was getting at is, unless somebody tells him, don't eat fish, because so many people will tell you, don't eat this, don't eat that. That's processed. Those are chemicals. That's this. This is that. Like, and I'm just like, oh man. I was like, yo, people are all focused on this shit that doesn't matter, right? So many people are focused on this shit that doesn't matter. And they're keyboard warriors about the shit that doesn't matter. They're so far from even being, I wouldn't say happy. I wouldn't even say satisfied. They're so far from the physique they want. They're like fucking decades away from the physique they want. And they're like, that's processed. It's not good for you. Or maybe they're decades away from fucking the health they want. It's like, dude. Or chick. Have you ever tried basic nutrient counting? Rather than like, have you ever fucking tried basic nutrient counting? That food's poison. Stay away from this. Don't eat that. Only eat ice and air. It's like, who the fuck got you and convince you to stay away from all the shit that you like? Black spoon or gold one? Which one will break your fast? The gold spoon will break your fast. I mean, at least the black one won't. This is the year for people to be... Oh, Savage, to answer your question. Savage asked about pregnant women. Is there anything wrong with pregnant women doing my diet? This is what I say to all pregnant women. I do not recommend trying a new diet when pregnant. And here's why. Here's why. I don't know what you've been doing, how healthy you've been eating, or a clue. But when anybody does a new diet, a lot of times they make mistakes. A lot of times they don't fully follow instructions. I have members every day. Every day I have multiple members who missed major parts of my tutorial. Not to worry, but when you have a baby inside you, another life inside you, you probably shouldn't, even though you're nutrient counting, you might fuck up a nutrient. You might miss out a key nutrient. Like everybody gets pregnant and then they're like, oh no, I don't want to get fat. And you dial that in before you get pregnant. Like, figure that out before you get pregnant. And I would, you know what? Somebody said it should be consult a doctor, but here's the problem. Doctors aren't nutritionists either. Like, there's a certain amount, when you are pregnant in each different trimester, there's a different caloric surplus you need to maintain to support the other life inside of you. And most women use pregnancy as an excuse to just get fat. A lot of them do. So you're going to maintain that caloric surplus regardless. And that's why people are like, oh, she looks so good pregnant, when somebody didn't use it as an excuse to get fat. She looks great when they gained a healthy amount of weight. But no, I don't recommend changing your diet at all. And yes, you can talk to your doctor, but it doesn't mean they know anything. To the person who asked, can I cure depression? No. I don't recommend doing a keto when pregnant. If you're not doing keto, I don't recommend doing a juice cleanse when pregnant. But I do recommend, afterwards, you want to do better. Yeah, then join the Blake diet. As much as I'm sure there are plenty of women who have done fine on it pregnant. But I'm not going to be the person to tell you to do that. Somebody asked, can I help them gain 10 pounds of muscle, right? Somebody asked, can I help them gain 10 pounds of muscle on the Blake diet? Yes, it's going to take a few years. Like, if you want to gain 10 pounds of muscle and not 20, 30 pounds of fat, it's going to take a few years. It's going to, because you're gonna have to cut in bulk, and you're gonna have to go through a few cutting, bulking cycles, if you will. Unless two reasons. Thank you, Anthony. One, if you're new to training, if you are extremely new to training, it's easy to add muscle. If you're extremely new to training, that's what's up, Sean. Or if you take steroids. Yeah, you'll put on 10 pounds of muscle pretty quickly on any diet. Doesn't matter what the fuck you eat. I mean, yes, it does matter what the fuck you, but I'm saying if you want to put 10 pounds of muscle, it's going to be pretty fucking easy. So, there it is. But also realize what goes up must come down. Don't forget what comes up must come down. So, you want to take steroids, right? Steroids don't make your meat small. Apparently, they shrink your testicles. I don't know how true that is or not. But, I mean, as far as my hairline, I'm not fucking with my hairline, guys. I mean, there's no way I'm fucking my hairline. I'm keeping this. 36 years old, full head of hair. One of the only genetic gifts I was given. One of the only genetic gifts I was given was a full head of hair at 36 years old. So, yeah. I'm going to ride that shit till the wheels fall off. I'm not going to do some shit. I'm not going to do some shit. And that's not the only reason. Obviously, that's not the only reason. But I'm not going to do some shit that risks my hairline. So, I mean, your health. And like I said, what goes up must come down. You stop taking them, you shrink to nothing. So, how come I only drink when Jenny is here? I appreciate it, Kelly. Well, Jenny's here on the weekends. Jenny's here on the weekends, so when Jenny's here, it's party time. Good. You know, my hair even makes me look smaller. If I shave my head tomorrow, everyone would think I got jacked. You got so big, bro. Because the bigger my hair gets, the smaller my body looks. Like, there's more to life than being big. I was talking about this to the Blake Guy members. There's much more to life than being big, right? Being big and shredded is hard to maintain. Look, I like going to the gym in the summer. I like going to the gym in the summer 0 times. Last summer, I went to the gym 0 times. This summer, I want to go to the gym 2 times a week. My goal is to go to the gym 2 times a week this summer, right? And that may end up being a stretch once it's really nice out. I don't want to go to the gym to fucking every day to fucking maintain a fucking big bulky physique that nobody gives a shit about besides some fucking other dudes on the internet. Like, I'm friends with many of them. Don't get me wrong. But nobody cares. Like, besides other dudes who care about being big. Like, it's the weirdest thing. They think, like, in their head, they're like, yo, all these chicks are in their heads, all these chicks are looking at us because we're big. All these chicks are looking at us because we're big, right? They don't even have the balls to go approach the chicks, half of them. I'm talking about you. You sign up at the Blake Diet for the link in my bio, right? Most of them don't have the balls to go talk to these chicks. When some dude with no muscle is gonna end up getting their chick, right? Who's looking at them because they're big, because they're massive. Yo, you could be big, you could be small, but the only person who cares if you're big is another dude who really wants to be big. Or 2 big dudes who look at each other and I'm bigger than that dude. And they're both thinking, I'm bigger than that dude. I wonder how much he benches. Whatever, like. Nobody cares. Somebody said they have anxiety disorder and having a 6-pack would help you with the chicks. Guess what? chicks don't give a shit if you have a six-pack. So you'd be standing there with a six-pack, getting no chicks. Think about that fucking anxiety. You finally get your fucking six-pack, have 0 games still. What is it gonna do? You're gonna expect all the chicks to come up to you. Oh my god, you have a six-pack. What's your name? What's your number? Can I touch your penis? It's not gonna happen. If you have anxiety with chicks, go learn fucking game. Go learn how to talk to chicks. That's saying like your car has a flat tire and you want to learn like programming languages. You want to learn C++. How the fuck is C++ gonna fix your flat tire? Learn to go fix your flat tire. Like, two random fucking things, man. Yeah, standing there all lonely. Like, look, I had the best game of my life when I was getting fatter and fatter. When I was getting fatter and fatter, that was the best game of my life. All right? From lean to fat, all the way up, my game was friggin' phenomenal. As soon as I got shredded, because I thought the same thing. Let me tell you something. I thought the same thing as this dude. Once I'm shredded, I won't even need game, right? I don't even need to approach chicks once I'm shredded, right? No, I thought it. Every guy thinks it. I got shredded, right? No chicks care. They're not coming up to me. Maybe a few random drunk girls at some concerts where I had my shirt off came up to me. What's up, Peckus? Came up to me and be like, oh, you're so hot. Like, that's about it. Concerts are friggin' expensive. And they're not every day. So, if you have anxiety disorder, I recommend you learn how to talk to people. I recommend you learn to talk to people. Not just chicks, dudes too. If you saw me on the street, would you say hi? If you saw some other dude on the street, if you passed somebody on the street, do you say hi? Just learn how to talk to people in general. But like, that's the other thing. Didn't I get checked out more or anything when I was shredded? Maybe. Did they do anything about it? Like, the girls are chasing me down the street. Well, and it doesn't matter how checked out, how much you get checked out. If you have no confidence, because they're not approaching you, if you have no confidence when you approach a girl, it doesn't matter what you fucking look like. It doesn't matter. They don't care. Just another guy. For anybody who asks about my food being cold, there's an oven and a microwave right here. Believe it or not, we are in the kitchen. If I want to heat it up at any time, the oven is still on and the microwave is right here. Yeah, who cares about getting checked out? That's what these big guys are like. They're checking us out. They're checking us out. And everybody's saying they're checking us out is never going to go friggin' talk to them. So some guy is already talking to your girl who's checking you out because you're jacked. I'm just saying, man. You want to build a better body? Build a better body. You want to be more athletic? Become more athletic. You want to lose weight for you, your health, whatever? Lose weight. You want to learn to talk to girls? Go learn to talk to girls. Like, still learn to talk to girls instead. Like, every guy thinks like, you know what it is? You want to know what it is? When it comes to male and female attraction, males are more attracted to looks first and foremost than anything else, right? Let's be real. As males, we are superficial. What's up, Alex? We're superficial assholes. It's in our DNA. Where, yes, pepperoni pizza spaghetti sandwiches. It's in our DNA to be attracted to looks first, right? Is she pretty? Does she have a fat ass? Does she have nice boobs? Whatever people are, whatever floats your boat. Does she have nice hair? Does she have a nice smile? Whatever. That's like, first and foremost, what we're thinking, right? Then, how does she carry herself? All this shit. Then we're getting to that. But we just go for the most superficial shit first. Whereas females, that's like a bonus. The looks thing is a bonus. It's fucking backwards. And because we look at looks first, we think looks first. Can I drink water while fasting? Yes, I can drink water while fasting. Unless it's Ramadan, then you can't for religious reasons. Unless you're doing the worst fasting program ever, I hope you're drinking more than water. But for females, it's like, oh, and he's got a nice body. At the end, it's like, and he's got a nice body. Like, when dude's like, is she hot? So I get it, right? No. The dudes with the least confidence are the most shredded dudes. Like, I have this theory that every guy thinks when they get shredded, not this guy, not just this guy, not just me, I think every guy thinks when they get shredded, right? Females will be throwing themselves at them, right? Every guy has this, because we all start, as men, we all start working out to get laid. We all start working out to get laid or get laid more, or for our own girlfriend or wife to have sex with us more or be more attracted to us, whatever it is. If it's your own wife or girlfriend, that's one thing. But if you're doing it to just get laid by so many random chicks and you're single, right? it's gonna kick you in the fucking balls. Because you have these guys, right? You have these guys who super jacked, fucking 12-pack abs, perfect fucking body, look like an action figure came out of the fucking box. Can't get a girl if their life depended on it. Unless maybe it's some girl who's like doing meal prep, who doesn't go out ever. And he's like, oh, you don't go out ever? I don't go out ever too. Do you want to never go out together? Denzel, I will see you in the private group. So, to anybody who recently joined the Blake Diet, my team will be approving all members into the private Facebook group tomorrow throughout the day. So, you won't be accepted immediately. I don't do the acceptances and verifications personally. So, but I see it all the time. If I have to bet on the guy getting a chick, I'm betting on the out of shape guy. I will look at both guys and be like, you can tell which guy's going to go in, which guy wants it. And you can tell what guy's standing there in the corner like. As all the women pass by that guy to have fucking fun. They don't want to hang out with that guy, that boring guy with his head up. Ooh, yeah. You better be fucking fun, man. Money is the one thing that will attract girls, let's be real. Dude, money might attract girls, but money isn't going to attract girls to you. Sure, you could get a man-eater to use you for your money. It doesn't lead to a happy relationship. Money might lead to you getting laid, and she might not even like it just because you have money, but she'll be cheating on you with some dude who's actually fun. What's up, DJ Mello? I might see you at the lobby this weekend. I might. Well, no, your future media. You're asking me how to cure depression, and now you're saying money can solve all your problems. You see how many rich people fucking blow their brains out on a weekly basis? Don't get me wrong. Having money is better than being broke. Having money makes life a little bit less shitty, but it does not fix everything. It ain't gonna buy you health unless you got that Magic Johnson money, right? Like, you know how many miserable people I've fucking met? You know how many miserable people I've met who have a fuckload of fucking money? more money than they ever know what to do with. Fucking miserable. Money can buy you hookers. Is that going to make you happy? Money can buy you friggin' cars, which will make you happy for a little bit, I guess. Material things, clothes, sneakers. That shit all fades really fucking quickly. I'm just saying, it can make a shitty life better, but it ain't gonna make your life great. Like, I'd much rather be happy and broke than rich and miserable. Like if you think about it, rich and miserable, you don't need that much money to smoke weed every day. What's the formula to have a great life? Because I seem to have one. Well, number one, I seem to have a great life. And I don't know what everybody's perception of my life is on the outside. Like, this guy has it all. This guy doesn't do anything all day. This guy rides his bike all day. This guy goes to the gym all day. Like, everybody's got like a different story. Like, I've seen them all. All these. He doesn't do shit. He just eats on the internet. All he does is ride his bike all day. All he does is work out all day so he can eat this. Freaking all this shit, right? So I don't know what anybody's perception of my life is really, but number one, I don't watch any TV. I used to. I haven't really watched TV in 5 years. When I say I don't watch any TV, I say I don't watch any TV. I don't watch any Netflix, any Amazon Fire Stick, I don't watch any shows. I just don't watch anything. And speaking of money and whatnot, I personally went broke. I went broke personally. I chose to go broke and stay broke while doing this thing that I do, right? I made a conscious decision that I had something awesome and I didn't want to be sitting in an office making phone calls, selling software and business equipment anymore. Like, over 5 years ago, about 6 years ago, right? And I'm like, I really fucking have something here, right? I really have something here. So I decided I'm going to do whatever it takes until I'm making a living off of doing something related to this intermittent fasting, flexible dieting thing that I got going on because nobody else is doing this like I am right now. So I went broke for like 5 years doing it. Like, sales job took a huge hit. I made just enough to keep my job and health insurance. Barely fucking slept. for 5 years, working one 9 to 5 and then pretty much the other 9 to 5, if you will. Turn 31 years old, lose 60 pounds with the best diet imaginable. Fucking start pushing on social media, catch some viral videos, work my ass off, learn video editing. Relentlessly share what I do. Relentlessly share what I do until enough people fucking cared about it. Until I got enough eyes on me. Built up a track record and credibility of not only not ruining my physique or being unhealthy, but by helping others. Write a fucking program. Dr. Oz is actually a nice guy. I didn't think he was going to be, but he is. At face value, I thought, write a fucking program. Find the right people. Find the right people to help me with what I can't do on my own. Because I can't do everything. Fucking put it together. Keep pushing. And there's no fucking stopping. There's no stopping. Like, I'm still working 12 hours a day. Possibly more. Many days more. Not complaining at all. I'm not complaining at all because I'm passionate about what I do. No, people do believe it. It's easier to, if you want a regular job and you want to come home and leave your work at work, and that regular job is like, it pays the bills, you're happy with the paycheck, and you just want to do whatever, watch TV, enjoy your time with your family, do whatever afterwards, by all means, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad life to live. Like, it's not. But if you, do you have to sweat for your workout to count? Holy shit. If you are going to that job and then going home, right? If you're going to that job and every day you're going home and you don't give a fuck about anything else, you don't give a fuck about TV or like whatever else is going on, but you just go right to working on something else. You go right to working on something else. Like, really working. And you're doing it for free. You're doing it for free and you become that good at that thing. Then maybe you want to start a friggin' business from that. Maybe you want to start a business from that. That's all I'm saying. Because I never thought I would want my own business, right? I never thought I want my own business. I wanted to be the guy who just has a job and goes home and just leaves it and like makes good money and like just has my time off and whatever, doesn't care. And right now, I'm like connected to my business like 24/7, but it's what I'm passionate about it. Like, helping people is great. Being able to do what I want to do the way I want to do it is great. Being able to advertise for my business by showing what really happens in my life is great. No. Jenny and I get wasted, friggin' fall asleep eating in the stream, fucking eating pizza, and that's an advertisement for my friggin' business. Like, the reason why is because it's not some boring ass fucking diet where it's not you have to go to the gym 24/7 or you have to eat cardboard or you can't eat or whatever it is. People want to friggin' get drunk and eat pizza and have a good time and make physical progress or progress on their physique. So that's the joy of the diet. It's fucking real life, man. It doesn't have to be go out, get wasted, eat pizza, and be fat as shit, or stay at home, eat fucking bland food, and be starving all the time. Like, it doesn't have to be like that. You can have a lot of both. You can. So, fucking, that's it, man. Like, you want to be happy? Be fucking driven. Be driven to do something. Like, don't be some, like, walking around like don't really know. And I've been there before. Look, I've been there before. Don't get me wrong. For several years, I was fucking lazy. I mean, I always worked hard, and I had a friggin' point being, I had a ton of money in my early 20s. Yeah, tap stripping. How old am I? At 36. At like 22. Yeah, all right. So what I do for a living, guys, is teach my diet. If you want to join, it's at the link in my bio. And if you don't want to join, I don't care. So, in my early 20s, I was working 2 jobs, about 80 hours a week. I was making bank, and I spent every fucking penny, right? I spent every penny on friggin' bottles and models and cars and clothes and limos and just having a good old time. A baller on, I guess you could say, a budget, but my budget was fucking high. Like, I had no bills. Like, it was just a car, basically. Like, so, I was able to buy a ton of shit. Like, all my expensive shit, like my bathing ape and my fucking Louis and Gucci shit, that's from, like, when I was like 23 years old. I'm 36. What is that? 13 years old? Yeah, all my like expensive belts and whatnot, like that shit is from like a while. At 20 years old, I worked full time. WRX, yeah, I had a WRX at some point. That was like my second car. Come on, Sink. Come on. I can't deal with this. I had a WRX, dropped rims kit. I had a 350Z. Friggin' had like a fucking $20,000 Bape collection. Fucking, I balled the fuck out. I worked full time at my uncle's business. Making like $20 an hour cash, friggin' full time, doing deliveries, moving shit in the warehouse, just not really intelligent work yet, but just learning. I've done everything in the copy machine business, everything from A to Z, but I started off doing deliveries and like warehouse work. And I went from there. On the weekends, I did kids' birthday parties at Sports World, which is RIP, Sports World is long gone, on Route 17. And I would work usually 10 to 12 hour days at Sports World. And Saturday and Sunday it was open. And I'd usually work like a a 12-hour day and a 5-hour day or something like that. Some type of mix. I was making I went to college and I dropped out. I was making 80 grand a year. I was making 80 grand a year in 2002, 2003. Most of it being cash. Fucking 21, 22 years old. Yeah, I was just balling out and having a good time. College wasn't for me. I went to college for 2.5 years. I started off as in mechanical engineering. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I picked up my shit one day in the middle of class and I was like, fuck this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be like this professor. I don't want to do this bullshit. I'm out of here. And it just wasn't for me. But look, I'm a success story. It didn't have to be. But regardless, yeah, I went broke for 5 years. I was way more broke I was rich in my early 20s, broke in my early 30s to build this thing, and couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier with what I'm doing. And to the person last couple questions, to the person who asked how to lose their love handles, hire a coach, man. You're going to have to lose fat. You're going to have to lose fat. You can't spot burn fat. You can't pick a spot on your body and burn fat. But there might be more to it than just having love handles. There's some people, it's straightforward, cut calories. Some people, you got to go over your past dieting experience, what you've done, where you've been, gained this much, lost this much, did this, did that. And it might be a little harder. Sometimes I have to take more of a hands-on approach with my clients. And I mean, some of you guys are just, you watch tutorials, you get started, you don't ask any questions, and you're just doing really well. And then some people have questions. Some people need to adjust their calories. Some people need to adjust their macros. Some people need to adjust a lot of things. Yes, it is ending. It is ending in 15 seconds, Jimmy. Thank you. Jimmy's down 200 pounds, by the way, guys.